I am the conjurer of the spirit, master of the dark arts. I greet you and welcome you to my program, Twalama Africa. In today's topic, we are going to talk about karma and reincarnation. What is karma? Karma is a Sanskrit word. Sanskrit is a language which is spoken in the Far East, such as India. It's one of the most ancient languages. It is also known as the language of the gods. So karma, it means to do. Now we know that anything that you do has but an equal reaction. Every thought that comes out of your mind, every action, every emotion will attract its counterpart. So karma, it means to do. Now reincarnation is an English word coming from incarnate is to come forward. Now to reincarnate, it is come forward for the second or over and over again. Karma and reincarnation. Now, a wise man once said to me, a perfect human being is all human beings put together, collectively. Now, the goal and the purpose of life is to reach upwards, Godwards, as a collective, not as an individual. Now, since we are the spirits that have the physical experiences, coming into this earth plane to have more experiences about life, to interact and also to manipulate the forces of the universe, we find ourselves creating. That is karma. That has the equal but reaction. Now, anything that we do, we get the results. There's an instant karma. Now, whenever you do something good or bad, at some point you find the instant reaction or instant results. Instant karma and the karma that come after a long time, maybe after some certain years. Also, there's a karma that comes in the next lifetime. Now, you find that there are ancient mystics. Even today, there are those people who practice a meditation or the art of not doing anything, simply because they want to curb this idea of creating so that they can prevent to reincarnate. They sit down, they meditate, they don't engage their mind is being kept quiet or still, so that it is believed that they cannot cause their reincarnation. But for some of us who are actively involved with life, we are bound to come again in the next lifetime to reap what we have sown in this life. Karma is not limited to bad results only. Also, the good results are a part of karma. Now, as we are living in this life, coming from the source or the mind of God, having all the particles of godliness in ourselves, that simply means we are gods in a human flesh. We are limited in our actions and in our doings and also our thinking capabilities. Now and then we find ourselves erring or making up mistakes that causes us to come back in the next lifetime. Now, the other purpose of life is to collect the experiences. During the event or the course of collecting the experiences, we are making also mistakes that are causing us to come back in the next lifetime. Now, if our purpose and our duty as a humanity is to collectively go upwards, Godwards. That simply means we'll move in a slow pace, simply because of the laws and the rules that we have placed for life, for survival. We have our cultures, we have our shortcomings such as racial lines, tribal hatred, and so forth, that causes us to reincarnate. Now we have the souls, or we have a greater soul such as Abu Mandela, who come in this lifetime to sacrifice their lives so that we can break the racial barriers. We can break some sort of hatred. When their duty is finished, they will pass on. We have people such as Hitler. I'm not advocating any killing of any human being, but I'm trying to say Hitler came and practiced what is called genocide. But through that, the atrocities and the bad actions that he did, we learn that we must not do such a thing. Instead, we must learn to accommodate, to tolerate, and to live with each other. Another example, we have the scientists, mathematicians who came up with the atomic bomb that was thrown to Hiroshima and Nagasaki. That is a bad act. But through that act, we can also learn that we must not do such a bad thing collectively as a human being. Past two examples were bad. I'm not advocating that. But I'm trying to say, even in the worst situations, we can learn not to repeat the same mistakes so that we can come and go upward together as a human race. Most of the people, they believe that history repeats itself. Yes, it does so simply because we don't learn from our past mistakes. Hence, we carry on making the same mistakes. We are creating karma so that we can reincarnate into the same standard, so that we liberate not to do the same mistake again, then we go up. That is why we as a human being, we find ourselves moving in a slow pace, simply because we are in a constant involvement of creating with our thoughts and with our actions, which directly causes us to reincarnate. So in my view and my research, basically that is the meaning of karma and reincarnation. All of us who's living in this day and age is a soul that once lived but is permitted or chose to come back again to rectify the same mistakes, the mistake that you have done in the past life. For an example, you will see someone for the first time and then you hate them. Or someone sees you for the first time and hates you. Or the issue of deja vu. Those are the things or the attachment that goes with karma and reincarnation. So to avoid to reincarnate, you have to use the mind over matter. When you see someone you don't love, be conscious that if you carry on hating that person, you are not learning any lesson. So you have to reincarnate so that you learn to hate, to love your brother, not to hate. So it is each and everyone lesson to learn and a correction to correct. I will stop here for now. Let me know in the comment section, what are your views about karma and reincarnation? What do you think? What is your input? Don't forget to like, subscribe, share the video. and I am the conjurer of the spirits, master of the dark art. Thank you.